Should we mute when we're not up?
No, I mean, if it's going to be loud in the background, feel free to mute, but otherwise, laugh and enjoy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I live for the chaos, man. USA, USA. I saw a woman the other day storm out of a BJ's wholesale with like an American flag over her shoulder. And I was like, oh, she's about to go do something patriotic. And then I was like, nah, she's about to go do something fucked up. She had like these 3-inch wedges on, and I could hear from my car the anger and indignation that she was stepping with. Started. All right, Tuesday night here in my bedroom. How's everybody doing? Easiest way, I mean, the best way to do this is if everyone, unmute so we can hear those nice loud laughs. Let us know you're having a good time. We're gonna have some fun people here tonight. It's Tuesday night. I'm Dwayne Duke. That must mean it's time for another cheap date. That's right. I got a mic, $10 at Target. Daddy's got that kind of money. How's everybody doing?
Woo!
I'm so excited. This is the highlight of my week, which lets you know how my quarantine's going. My state reopened this past week. We said, fuck your quarantine, we're done. The men with guns showed up to the state house and they said, we're done with it. So now we're just open. We threw the doors open. The bars are open. The pools are open. The gym's open today. I joined a gym today. I'm excited. I'm going to go work out. I think my favorite thing about joining a gym is skipping the gym. Like, I love not going to the gym. I love putting the clothes on. I love the act of packing a gym bag, taking a pre-workout, and then sitting at a bar going, why am I cracked out this hard? It's fun. I feel like I should have been writing. I told myself at the beginning of quarantine that I was gonna better myself. I was gonna write the great American novel. I was gonna lose 10 pounds. I was gonna write a screenplay and a pilot. I was gonna learn Spanish, brush up on my German. I was gonna get to know myself. And guys, I did it. I changed my sheets. That's my big quarantine achievement. Before this, I was a comedian, toured all over the country, got to see some really incredible places. Now I deliver groceries to second wives named Tiffany, and I gotta tell you, not my favorite. It is the worst. Just a lot of me telling people who literally spend more every day than I make in a year that no, there's nothing organic because the world is in fact on fire. I've been bartending, and my regulars are coming back, and I was like, ugh, why didn't you die? And yeah, this guy, he comes in and he starts talking to me, and I'm just like, I'm not a therapist or a priest. Like I have no honor bound. Like, there's nothing keeping me from telling everyone everything you just told me, except it was really fucking boring. That's it. And if there was anyone else in this building, I would be waiting on them hand and foot, right? So I wouldn't have to talk to you. My one customer has been telling me for 5 months, he's been telling me that he really needs surgery. He needs to have back surgery because he's losing feeling in his fingers, but he's going to prison soon and he's trying to put it off. And I was like, oh, why are you going to prison? And he goes, my lawyer sucks. And I was like, we're not gonna, you're not giving me more of that story? You're just gonna let me guess? Cool. Now, was it like a white collar crime or like you stabbed a man to watch him bleed color crime? Right? What do I have to work with? I went in public today. No one's wearing masks. That's fine. I shouldn't say no one. White people are done with masks. It's amazing. You guys are just done with it. Good for you. You made a choice. You stuck with it. it was very unsettling to watch a woman sit in a small group of about 7 other women and then see her let her dog lick her in the mouth. And I was like, in a pandemic, that's a bold move. That is a bold move. You're really going for it. You were just hitting all the stereotypes, right? Her name was like Beth. I have a cousin named Karen, and she hates all of you. Her name is her birth name is Karen. No one's ever called her Karen. The only one who's ever gotten away with calling her Karen is her mother, who is now deceased, and she even had to call her Karen Denise because Niecy don't play that. I'm excited to start dating again. I'm getting ready to move to Florida, which means I gotta marry a sugar daddy or kill a gator. I don't know. I'm just doing whatever I can to get famous. I would love to be on like a Real House Husbands of Miami situation, but I'm moving to the other part of Florida where they keep meth. Yeah. I'm from Ohio. I'm super Ohio, and I never get to show this on stage. This is my state of Ohio tattoo. I have it right over my titty because I don't want to ever forget who I am as a person, right? I don't want to ever just get too fancy and like be outside of a football game at a university I wasn't good enough to get into and start a fight and rip my shirt off and be like, oh, that's right, I'm a lawyer. Like, I don't ever want that to happen. I'm just keeping it humble, y'all. Just keeping it humble. The first thing to reopen that surprised the ever-loving shit out of me was the Golden Corral. The Golden Corral, it didn't just surprise me that it was open. It was busy at noon on a Friday when I drove by. I hit a U-turn so hard, I killed 4 people so I could get a picture of the Golden Corral being open. Because I was like, there's no fucking way there are people in there. And then I looked inside I pressed my face right up against the window. I had a mask on. It's okay. I'm black. And I just pressed my face right up against it and was like, what the fuck's going on in there? Yeah. And it was just people rocking back and forth on their body weights, just stuffing plate after plate of their going, I haven't been fed in 2 months. I wrote that today. Very excited to start writing jokes again after this and not just recount what's happened throughout my day. I work at a gay bar. I don't know why I'm whispering like this is a secret. I work at one of the gay bars in town, and it's really fun. I love it. I love pouring drinks. I love watching people dance around the sodomy. Like, I love it. I love watching straight women try to pick up gay guys. It's amazing. You ever watch this? It's so much fun. They're just like, oh my god, I can turn you out. Hi, like me, no, like me, right? Me, right? Just like, have you had it? It's amazing. This woman was hitting on a guy. She's 31, he's 41. She goes, I really want to have a kid by 33, and he was like, yeah, no one loves me either. All right, guys. I think we're all nice and warmed up. Are you guys ready to have a great time tonight? Yeah. So that's a little half-assed for this amazing lineup I got. Are you guys ready to have a good time tonight?
Oh, yeah.
All right, coming to us all the way from Steel City, guys. It's Joey.
Woo! Calorie mode activate. Is anyone here quarantining with a significant other?
Woo!
Yeah. Yo, good shit. Me and my boyfriend broke up like 2 days into quarantine. He's a bi dude that lived with his 2 bohemian roommates. Like, he texts me 2 days into quarantine that he wants to be polyamorous. So I text back, sorry, pervert, I don't fuck shapes. I did drag for the first time before quarantine. It was a lot of fun. I went dressed in a full astronaut spacesuit because I believe women can be anything. I support women so much that I pay them $20 cash American to step on my testicle. Right? So only the sexual pleasure I receive is from doing my part. I am gay. I came out pretty early compared to a lot of people. I came out when I was 15. It's not a big deal. I'm just braver than you. And when you come out that early, people will ask you this question. I got asked a lot in high school. So does that mean like that you just look at your penis all day and just like touch it? And I go, yeah, man, I'm 15. Still, I was thinking about that dude the other day. Mr. my top 3 favorite. Last time I was in Chicago doing comedy, I felt my set went well enough that I visited Steamworks. That's the gay bathhouse in
Oh, yeah.
exactly what it sounds like. Get in, make my way towards the hot tub. Worst case scenario, you're Jane in a bathtub. That's a weeknight, champ. The bathtub is always my favorite part of a gay bathhouse because I play this game where I put my head under the water and I pretend I'm in the snow globe, unless it's crowded, in which case I have to pretend it's a lava lamp. And we start touching each other. Things are going great until eventually I lean in to kiss him. And he's like, whoa, I don't kiss dudes. And I was like, well, you picked a hell of a place to not do that. Like, you don't understand. It's like, I'm not really comfortable with kissing dudes. And I was like, okay, but what do you like to do? And he's like, you know, getting hand jobs from dudes. I like getting blown by guys. I was like, okay, cool. So your gender preference is someone who will do all the work. That's dangerously close to being straight. I don't know what you're used to. I don't know if you guys know this, gentlemen that are all rooming with their girlfriends. In gay bathhouses, they play porn on a lot of the monitors. There's a bunch of TV monitors. They play porn throughout the whole setup. And I remember watching one in particular where a gentleman tears another gentleman's trousers off and his dick springs up because of physics. And he goes, ho ho, surprise, surprise, look at what we have here. Said to no one in particular.
Oh
no.
Joe?
Oh.
Oh no.
Did we lose Joe?
Good freeze frame right there.
Let's give it 10 seconds. I kind of want to know what happened. So if he makes it back in, we're gonna put it back. All right, guys, we're gonna keep the show going. I love it. You gotta love live comedy. This is what happens. All right, guys, coming to us all the way from Queen City, it's Ren Barncarlo.
Woo!
Hello.
Yes.
Al, I can't wait for Dwayne to be in Florida. That's going to be the Black Tiger King. I mean, you're so close. Everything you do, your life is nearly his. Okay, what happened? Oh, his internet went down. Did you guys all get that message, the Joe message?
Yep.
Yeah, all right. Sorry, I was going to riff about Dwayne, and now I've totally lost track of my mind. This is weird. I don't get invited to many Zoom shows. Is Rudick still greasy? I'm not in gallery mode. Okay. Are you? I can tell by the way you laugh. You have too much milk in your throat. You're disgusting. And I can't wait for people on the internet to be like wiping their screen. Here, well, you're a sick human being. You know, Rudick one time came. He gave me a red condom.
Oh.
That's it. He picked it out of his pocket and he went, this one's for you. There's something legitimately wrong with the dude. This lady was like, did I start? And I was like, no, my friend's a sick motherfucker. So he's the only one laughing and that's fine. Or I'm killing and I can't hear anything. Unmute your mics. I'm doing great. I know I am. I was because it's not like, you know, because of where we're at now in the world with quarantine and stuff, it's very introspective. You know, it's not like when 9/11 happened, we could be mad at someone like planes or the government, but like with this, you're like, well, it's an invisible thing that sketches me out. What am I? So I've been thinking about high school a lot and how stupid I was when I was a kid. And I thought, I don't know how to break this to all, but I thought that retirement homes were like rehab for old people. I don't know why. Everybody leaves the retirement homes the same way they leave Shawshank Prison, is in a body bag. But I didn't know why. I didn't know why I thought it was a rehab situation. Like they were going to be like, well, congratulations, guys. Since your grandfather's been here, he stopped calling the appliances racial slurs. He can go home. He's done. He's done. He can dunk. Do you know he can dunk now? He's great. He can stand up on in the shower on his own. Congratulations. And your grandpa just comes out of the retirement home like, where's my keys? Is that my watch? I'm driving myself. Come on, bring it on. I'm ready. He gets home. He has like a slip up like an alcoholic, but with his age. He gets home. And he's like, is my mailman Puerto Rican? And people are like, he's Guatemalan, and you're going back to the home. Get out of here. That was the first bit. Judging by when I don't know how old people were when they saw their first set of not their own gens, when you saw your first, but what did you Rudick's gonna love this bit. What did you guys expect it to taste like? Because when I was a kid, people were like, it's disgusting. And it's like, well, it's skin that's been in pants all day. It's not going to be. I wrote that 4 minutes ago. We'll workshop it. We'll put it on the iPad. We'll move things around. I wonder, I had to pull over for a funeral. You know how you got to pull over for the funeral procession? Not the actual, I didn't go to a cemetery and go, they're burying somebody, and run up there. I was driving and I had to pull over because of the funeral, but it was a 1-car funeral procession, which is really sad, but it's also like, don't you pull over for respect? If it's a 1-car, that person did something fucked up. You know what I mean? Only one person's following that hearse? What are you, like, burying the town pedophile? I'm not pulling over. I got to go to Dunkin' Donuts. But is that too much? Is it really too much? Oh, well, that's a 1-car procession. I guess they're burying the town dog killer. Is that better? There's something. I went into a Starbucks back when we were allowed to leave our homes, and there was a lady with a soldier, like, and I knew he was a soldier because he had on the full shit. He had on like the little hat, and he was dressed like a bush, but he was like, you know, he was like there. He looked like he had just came out of a chopper, like, oh, well, I guess I'll get coffee. And he met a lady that was so, I could tell they never have had sex. Just, I knew it was a first date. Just, you know what I mean? Like when you see somebody, you can tell their energy. Just immediately, you're like, well, look at that. That's new. I could tell because of the way he was laughing at the dumb shit she was saying. Like he was laughing like a guy who had never fucked her. That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, so this is what she did. She looked at him and she goes, karate. This is the only part of the conversation I caught. She goes, karate. My brother takes karate. And then the troop went, karate? You mean like with the chopping and the kicks? I killed somebody in this shirt. It looked like a great date. It's weird. It's very strange to me that people do stand-up comedy as like a therapy. Like they come up and they're like, I can't eat a bowl of soup without thinking about my grandpa's penis, and everybody's supposed to be like, your pain. I would never I would never do that. I would never go up and be like, when I was a kid, I broke my grandma's leg. Oh my God. You know what? It's been so long since I've done stand-up comedy. I forgot this joke. Isn't that wild? That happened to me the other night. I did break my grandma's leg when I was a kid. But it's not what you think. I was playing with the hose, and she came outside, and she was like, "Stop playing with the hose." And I was like, "What'd you say to me?" I broke her fucking leg. Okay? That's how that joke goes. Are you guys psyched? And you guys can yell out. Unmute your mics because I can hear zero laughs. Are you guys into cold pressed juice?
Nope.
No.
I can't say I've reached that level.
Pardon me?
I can't say I've reached that level yet.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. Well, hey, what do you guys think about dolls?
You still tell the joke.
No, I won't do it. I won't do it for an audience that doesn't give a shit about juice. I won't do it.
Love juice.
Is it, but I do have one question. Is it the fact that it's cold pressed is what makes it $9? Because if that's, I'll take mine hot. You know what I mean? But that's soup at that point. Okay, I'm gonna do one more joke and I'm done. I'm gonna do my, okay. I'm a very liberal, progressive thinking person. I don't have any problems with what people do as long as it's like consensual and not with kids, and let people merge. The third one is not a sex thing. That's more of a traffic thing. But there is like a weird kink that I find strange, and I just can't wrap my head around it, because there's a certain group of people in this world that want to have sex with robots, and I think that's weird. Because nobody wanted to fuck my uncle when he was like, yeah. Yeah. Done.
God damn it. Rand, guys! Give another round of applause. All right, guys, coming to us all the way from our great state capital, it's Dustin Meadows!
Oh. Hey everybody, how you doing? Anybody celebrating any birthdays tonight?
No.
All right. It doesn't work online. It doesn't work in the clubs. Good to know. All right. I'll tell you this much. Things have been going pretty great for me, all things considered. At one point this year, my life was going so well that I was afraid the only way it could go wrong is if one day I was just sitting at home and then an older version of me with an eye patch bursts into my house just screaming, "Oh, we got to do something about your future, Dustin." I was like, how bad can my future be? Apparently I can wear a monocle now. That's pretty sweet, right? And like things have been going well. Like I'm in a fulfilling relationship with somebody I'm happy with. It's nice. It's great. And at this point, like, the worst thing that could happen to me is I become one of those people who buys an SUV with a paw print on the back that says, "Who rescued who?" And I know that'll never be me, because I don't think that animals are better than people, like a sociopath. And I hate there's all these people who are like, "Oh, animals are better than people." The only time that animals are better than people is when a pet cemetery is involved. Because you bury a person in a pet cemetery, they come back all murdery and shit. You bury a cat in a pet cemetery, it comes out all shitty, scratching at you, hissing, pissing on everything. Same shit it did when it was alive. So it's fine. That was the first joke that I wrote and told this year. And I think it's my fault that COVID-19 happened, because I dared the world to ruin my life. So here we are. So sorry, everybody. One of the things I miss before all this happened is going to concerts. I had tickets for 4 different concerts that were supposed to happen in like April and May. They got canceled because, you know, the world's on fire. And I miss going to concerts. I miss going to shows. And one of my favorite shows I've ever seen in my entire life was a couple years ago. The Gin Blossoms play in the town that I was born in. Never a sentence I thought I would say to myself, because I tell everyone that I'm from, that I was born and raised in a small nowhere town called Cardington, Ohio, but I was actually born in a slightly bigger nowhere town called Marion, Ohio, because Marion had a hospital. Cardington, the closest thing Cardington, Ohio has to a hospital is the barn where they take high school quarterbacks out back to shoot them in the leg when they break their leg during the big game. And my parents were like, we're going to take this to the people doctor. None of this Wild West shit where the vet and the doctor are the same guy. We're not doing that. So I was born in Marion, Ohio, and a couple of years ago I got to see the band The Gin Blossoms play at something called the Marion Popcorn Festival, which is adequately named. It is a festival. There's an abundance of popcorn to be had, and it is contained entirely within the municipality of Marion County, Ohio. Killing it on the name in front. Perfect name for it. We got there, and we saw the Gin Blossoms play, and they were great. They were amazing. Johnny Gin Blossom, the lead singer, whatever his name was, the whole show killing it. I know that his name isn't Johnny Gin Blossom, but anytime I don't know the names of band members, I assume they all use the same naming convention as the Ramones. Go to a concert sometime, treat yourself, be like, oh, there's Carl Five Finger Death Punch shredding that guitar. Looks like he's having a grand old time. And the Gin Blossoms were amazing. They played a hell of a show. They played all of the hits. And then they played a bunch of songs that were not hits, and there were way more of those. But then they closed the show by playing Hey Jealousy, the song that catapulted them to superstardom, that put them on the map, that put them on everyone's radar. Hey Jealousy, one of my favorite songs of all time. That song has endured for me longer than the long lost love for my dead dad. I love fucking Hey Jealousy by the Gin Blossoms. I cried when I saw the Gin Blossoms play Hey Jealousy at the Marion Popcorn Festival. Because 33 is an age that you learn some shit about yourself. And the Gin Blossoms, they walked off stage, perfect end to a perfect evening, until they blew it by coming back out for an encore and playing two more songs that were not Hey Jealousy 2 times in a row. They played a new song, which, too late for that, you bury that between the hits during the regular set. And then they did a cover of Johnny Cash's Folsom Prison Blues, because we all know the old showbiz adage, leave them one more of the song that you didn't write in the first fucking place. Like, it was a good show. The Gin Blossoms were great live. They fucked up the orders, sure, but you know, a lot of people clown on bands that play popcorn festivals and state fairs and rib cook-offs. And I'll tell you this, you think the Gin Blossoms got out of bed that day for anything less than $5,000 and all you can eat popcorn? You're fucking high. They were on the Empire Records soundtrack. They know how to work a goddamn deal. Oh, man. One of the other big things I miss is being able to go to record stores. I love record stores. I'm a big vinyl person. And every year, this thing happens called Record Store Day, which is just Black Friday for white dudes who won't shut up about jazz. But Record Store Day is one of the biggest business days that any local or independently owned record store will do, because they'll do huge sales, and there'll be reissues, repressings, things that have never been on vinyl or things that have been out of print for years. And every year, without fail, they announce some Record Store Day title. I'm like, who is this for? This doesn't exist for anybody. Are we all familiar with the band The Bloodhound Gang? I'll take that as a yes. The Bloodhound Gang put out an album years ago called One Fierce Beer Coaster. You can buy Bloodhound Gang's One Fierce Beer Coaster on vinyl. I like vinyl. I like the Bloodhound Gang One Fierce Beer Coaster album. What I have no interest in is One Fierce Beer Coaster on vinyl. I am the target demo for that fucking thing, and I don't want it. But every year there's some dumb shit. There's something that comes out. A couple of years ago, the thing that I got angry about was when the Space Jam soundtrack got reissued on double LP, black and blue, Galaxy Marble Splatter fucking vinyl LP. And I know what you're saying. Oh, Dustin, Space Jam is great. And to this I say, no, you're fucking wrong, and your child brain's an idiot. This is where I dig in. Because here's the thing. The best part of Space Jam was fucking Charles Barkley. And if you don't believe me, do the fucking math. Let's go to the tail of the tape. Michael Jordan hosted Saturday Night Once. Charles Barkley, fucking 5-timer. You tell me who's funnier. On top of Space Jam soundtrack, there's like 4 good songs on it, tops. You've got the Monstars anthem with Busta Rhymes and LL Cool J and fucking Method Man. That's a fucking amazing track. I'll buy a 7-inch of the Monstars anthem. That's a great song. You look at some of the other stuff. The album fucking opens with Space Jam by Quad City DJs, which is a fine song until you realize it's the same song as Come On Ride the Train. Then you've got R. Kelly doing I Believe I Can Fly, which is a beautiful pop song, but you can't support R. Kelly anymore or you've got blood and urine on your hands. All right? We've had 4 documentaries about it. Chappelle told us 17 years ago not to fuck with the dude. Like, stop giving R. Kelly a pass. Yeah, Remix to Ignition is a banger of a track, but it's not so good that I'm okay with him fucking molesting children. Like, if you want a fucking song that slaps, go listen to Thin Lizzy, because the boys are back in town and at least they're of age, for Christ's sake. You got the album closing out with a song by Bugs Bunny, doing a song called Buggin', a hip-hop track where it recounts the plot of the film Space Jam on the soundtrack to the film Space Jam. That I want least in the world on vinyl is an 80-year-old cartoon rabbit doing a G-rated hip-hop track about the movie Space. Steve Miller Band's Fly Like an Eagle. Great song. It's not Kiss from a Rose, so who fucking gives a shit? Batman Forever soundtrack? That's a fucking soundtrack. That's the first fucking cassette I ever bought. I'll fuck with the Batman Forever soundtrack. I'll fuck with it so hard. Look, I'm a prop comic now. I fuck with the Batman Forever soundtrack. That's an amazing Harvey. But when I was 12 years old when that movie came out, all I listened to was Kiss from a Rose and You Hold Me, Throw Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me. I took that cassette in my boombox to the public pool every day for the entire summer. And every day for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, I'd play Seal's Kiss from a Rose, fast forward the cassette, flip it over, play U2's Hold Me, Throw Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me, and do that all day, every day for the entire summer of 1995. I should have been an Amber Alert. But here I am lecturing you on pop culture. I will say I have been doing that Space Jam joke for a long time now. And last year, like every time I do it, somebody disagrees with me. And last year, somebody disagreed with me to the point that they came up to me after the show and said, "Hey, that's a good joke, but I think you're wrong." I was like, "Well," and came to another show I was on, and he fucking gave me this. So now, through no desire of my own, I do own the Space Jam soundtrack on vinyl. That's it for me. Thanks, Dwayne.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. Everything went topsy-turvy. Give it for Dustin Meadows, guys!
Woo!
Hey, I hope everybody's still having a good time. Everybody's still here.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. It appears that my internet has decided to get unstable, but no worries. I have it backed up on not one, but 3 separate devices, so this shit's gonna happen. As your next comment is coming all the way from the burbs of Chicago, it's Katie Miners!
Hey. Hello, everybody. Oh, thank you so much, Dwayne. Thank you so much. Thank everybody who's already gone up. You're all so funny. You're giving me so many things to think about. Go to see that like 3 dozen times. I love it. My favorite song in it was it was a total ripoff of Little Mermaid Ursula. It was like, no one gets head, not you, nor you. I mean, oh my God, I just sang that for days. Oh, and today too, so thank you, bless you for that. I'm obsessed. Look at that. Do you live in a town of two, you lucky son of a gun? There's one better. The one. Does that mean it was the
worst
good one
one.
or the worst one? I don't know. The worst one is right. Okay, very, very good. Would you ever eye me at the playground? Did he leave me some candy? I love candy. I'm a feminist who loves eating candy. I'm a feminist. Sexy candy is the sexiest candy. So delicious. Oh my God. I got a hot compliment today, which was great because I've been sort of cooped up. I got a good one today. I was told I've got a banging post-baby body from a guy I just met. You ever heard that, ladies? Banging post-baby body. I looked at this guy and I said, Doctor, you've oversold this word, okay? Too much. I'm paying you to hollow me out, not give me these hollow compliments now. Scooch. I love Dwayne. You were talking about the sad lady needing to get her eggs, dipped or whatever. Actually, that was a gift given to me by my very first boyfriend at university. He was an older dude. He offered me, I had a choice. I could get my tits done or my eggs frozen, and dumb me, I'm like, I am a woman. I just felt so secure in it, with my fruit cup, A- cup. Anyway, so I opted to have my eggs frozen, and I just got a phone call. They tracked me down. They're frozen in Detroit. They asked me if, the payments had, what is it called? Lagged. They're like, you need to pay up if you want us to keep these frozen. I think, isn't the fact that I moved from Detroit to Chicago enough? Like, I'm an unfit mother, okay? I left them behind. It's awesome. Anyway, it's so much fun. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think of other, just jokes that work on Zoom, because this is so new and joyful for everybody. And I hear a lot of people doing one-liners, so I tried to start writing one-liners. So I'll do this one. Last year, I went to a taxidermist's house for Thanksgiving. I ate the wrong turkey. Is that working? No. He's not going to invite me back this year. It doesn't matter. I'm still stuck. Okay. I used to be a nanny. I used to be a nanny for a little baby named Britta. What a dream. I only changed her once every 3 months. Oh. I'm addicted to sauerkraut. My doctor put me on the Cabbage Patch. Are there any side effects to the Cabbage Patch? Yeah, a lot of hip-hop dance moves. I was actually thinking in-person shows that I've ever done, and I'd love to tell you guys about one. Is that okay? Do I,
Yes.
you guys, is it good? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I was invited one Christmassy time, holiday time, to perform at a corporate party, right? A corporate holiday party. And I got a phone call from the woman in charge of the human resources department about 3 days before the performance to sort of run down the things that I was allowed to and not allowed to say. Totally get it. Understood. No problem. I think, I got a pork chop included. No problem. I'll do it. Okay. We don't want to hear any jokes about tampons. Okay. Which is like, listen, I'm going to bring one in case a friend needs it. Okay. It's not my whole act, but I'll keep one, in my pocket to slip under a stall if necessary. I'm a friend to women. Well, you got me there. Okay. No problem. No problem. And she goes, third, under no circumstances are you to do an Indian accent unless it's really good. Now, I understood the first part of that. We have a big international conglomerate of employees. We don't want you to mock anyone or to be, insensitive to the way they speak. Fine. But unless it's really good, she gave me no choice but to audition my accent right there on the okay? And I did, and it failed. I got the thumbs down on that. She goes, okay. I said, is that it? Is that it? I want it to be successful. Is that it? She goes, yes, that's it. I said, no problem. So I show up to the gig. It's a Friday evening in, I think, what is it called? French Lick, Indiana. French Lick, Indiana. I drove from Chicago. And I go to French Lick, Indiana. And something I do at all these gigs, business gigs, corporate gigs, is I'll scour their website and look up the about us and all the staff info stats, and then I'll pick them out in the audience and just roast the shit out of them because that's what they like, right? It's like the comedian can make fun of them, but you can't, otherwise you'll get written up or whatever. So I would just tear these people apart, and they loved it. This worked, I'm gonna say 10 out of 10 times that I had done it before, even that season. So I walk up to the microphone. This is literally 5 seconds into my act. I walk up to the microphone and I pick out this guy. His name is Nate Christensen. And Nate Christensen, on his company bio ID, or, biography, said for fun, he likes to share secret family recipes. That's the little tidbit about Mr. Christensen. Share secret family recipes. So I get up to the mic. First on the mic, I say, "Where is this snitch bitch? Where is this snitch bitch, Nate Christensen? Where?" Like inhalation, just like that inhale. Oh, I thought, I got him so good. Where is he? Walking around, cordless mic, bad idea. Walking around, table to table, buy the shrimp cocktail. Where is he? Where's the snitch bitch? Nobody's saying anything. I'm like, what's happening? Finally, this little timid angel woman raises her hand and she goes, "I'm sorry, but he died." I don't know about you guys. I didn't get into this to be cruel or to tear people down, but that's the first. He died? He died? I had so many decisions to make. 5 seconds into like a 40-minute gig. 5 seconds in, I'm like, Thankfully, I had a few more seconds to gain because someone at another table said he had a heart attack on Wednesday. Phone call with HR Wednesday, okay? She was preoccupied with tampons and babies. I'm like, how about the guy that just croaked in this, lunchroom? Unbelievable. So anyway, what I ended up doing, sitting, because you need to update your fucking website. Giggled, and then I just did 39 minutes and 50 seconds in an Indian accent. I'm so sorry. I ruined all the corporate gigs coming out of like a bioengineering facility in French Louisiana, but that was me. So this is so joyful by comparison, let me tell you. So fun. Yeah, is that cool, guys? I'm all done. Enjoy the rest of the show. Love you so much.
All right, I think we figured out the tech issues, and we're going to bring it back to finish his act, guys, once again. Put your hands together. Oh, for shit's sake, where did he go? Guys, we're going to get it once again for Josh!
I can't do this anymore. Okay, Grover Cleveland, bitch. You saw New Hope. This is Empire. Okay, this is kind of an unrelated joke. I got chlamydia a month after that. The thing is, the way they test it, like rectally, is they have to take a Q-tip and they put it up your butthole, and they send that sample back to a lab. Both, I had to do it twice. First time the doctor fucked up. I was weirdly insulted. It's gonna take like 5 seconds. I'm gonna count backwards from 10. Take a deep breath. It's gonna be a small pinch, and I promise it'll be over in a minute. I'm like, hey, buddy, if I couldn't take a Q-tip, I wouldn't be here right now. This is not my first rodeo. Let's get our ass in motion. Other things that are being canceled right now. Anthrocon was canceled over the summer. If you're not sure what that is, it's the world's second largest furry convention. It takes place in downtown Pittsburgh every summer. And during that time of year is when I learned to drive. One of my favorite memories with my dad is I was 17. He's in the passenger seat. I'm in the driver's side seat, and we're behind a furry in traffic. And I know this because there's this huge trunk, huge bumper, huge duffel bag just filled with like faux fur stuff. But what really gives it away is there is this huge rainbow paw print decal on the back of this dude's Prius. And my dad sees this and is livid for the next 2 miles until I eventually go, "You okay?" And then he goes, "How would you even know if your dog was gay?" And then I could tell him to his face he was the most precious thing in my life. Summer in downtown Pittsburgh is a magical time. I'm very sad that I'm not going to be able to enjoy it, maybe even this year. Pride is definitely getting canceled. It's good. Gay people take care of themselves and their friends. But I remember explaining to my niece what a bisexual was during last year's Pride. My brother's family came in from Philadelphia, and somehow it came up. And he was like, let's not get into that. I was like, you're already at Pride. Like, let's break it down. I said, imagine you're at a party, and there's a boy that only likes cheeseburgers, and there's a girl that only likes pizza. But there's another boy at the party who fucks both of them, right? Start for her. He did not enjoy it. You guys like impressions?
Yeah.
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 Claude Monet trying to impress 2 girls from college. You guys like impressions? I have one more impression. This is a reporter who is reporting on a recent resurgence in Swedish supergroup ABBA. Are we rolling? Mamma mia, here we go again. I joke to stay humble. You guys know that show Hot Ones on YouTube where the guys eat the wings, the celebrities? I do something very similar with myself where I'll eat a dozen wings in one sitting, but I don't have any crazy hot sauce, so I just hurt myself by being alone with my feelings. I ask myself questions like, when have you ever been enough? And why can't you be more like your brother?
You be more like your brother.
I've started using advent calendars 25 days out from any event I anticipate. There are clearly parts of the Bible I like, parts I don't. Love the part that says I get a piece of chocolate every day until something. That's phenomenal. I mean, if your Hallmark is opening up, B.B. King's birthday is 25 days away. Get with it. It's all about self-care. I've tried to be a lot more witchy during quarantine. I've been letting my friends who like crystals tell me a lot more. I recently borrowed from a friend a copy of their, like, I don't know if it's real. I'm sure they just got it at Borders or whatever. It's a copy of the Necronomicon, right? Like, not the Satanic Bible. It's close. And I would like to share with you my favorite passage over Zoom. I've copied it down in my joke book, and I really feel like we can learn a lot from it. My favorite. Okay. Is anyone, I know people are here. Is anyone blonde in chat? Blonde in real life? Blonde people out here? Yeah, Katie.
Yeah.
Katie, do blondes have more fun?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you ever figure, because so many of them are white, the shoplifting's a blast. I haven't paid for gum since 2009. No one watches me. I don't know. Is anyone... I'm going to be beside myself again. Has anyone ever dated someone with erectile dysfunction here? Yeah. Ladies. People, yeah. No, here's the thing. It's not the worst thing that a person can be. It's a part of aging. I remember I dated a guy with ED. We broke up. Not because of the ED. It was more of his wife's paranoia that got us. Viagra for that. She was like, he's my scenario are you envisioning where I don't kill all 3 of us, you know? I crave attention, and motels are quite flammable. So no one's making it out. Okay, I'm going to tell this last one I wrote the other day, and I'm going to get out of here. I am very proud to say that I have never, not once in my life, found Louis C.K. funny. Okay? Even before it, I know it's a douchey thing to say. I feel it deep in my bones. Never found Louis C.K. funny, which is a shame because I really admire every aspect of it. You know, I mean, that old stuff, not good. He's crushing it now, though. Really enjoy his style for some reason. And I think that's it for my part 2. Thank you very much for bringing me back up here. Everyone's fun. Good to see you guys' jokes.
Yeah.
One more time for Joe Esch, guys! All right. Mary, unfortunately, got a little sick in the last few moments. So bringing us home tonight, another one of my favorites from down there at the bottom of the state, the part we don't talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Rudick!
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Hi. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I shaved my face. I didn't know
everyone was going to be talking about pedophiles tonight, but I must have sensed it. So I gave myself a little cutsy. Hi. Hello, I'm Andrew. Well, let's get into it. I haven't done comedy in about 2 months. So, listen, guys, I'm not going to, all right, everybody's been thinking about this corona. It's been on everyone's mind. I'm not going to sit up here and make jokes, make you guys think about it. You know, I'm not going to do that. That's not what we're here for. We're here to escape and have fun. More importantly, I have not written a joke in 2 months. So here we go with the hits. I would encourage you to unmute your microphones. Let's hear that beautiful laugh. I got some hits. Colin McPhillamy. I mean, get that mic unmuted. Okay, you're gonna love this. All right. Hey, listen, guys. Does anybody know what exacerbate means? I used to think I knew. You know? No. I used to think exacerbate meant to exercise while you know, masturbate, right? But then I was exacerbating at Planet Fitness like I thought you were supposed to. And that made the situation worse. Judgment-free zone my ass. They kicked me out. What's next? I got to wear pants to my jizzercise class? Come on. Paying $25 a month for that thing. To give you guys an idea of how tough my upbringing was, the hardest that I've ever been slapped in the face was about 2 months ago. It was during sex. And I didn't know what to do. So I called my mom. And I told on her. And then she called her mom. Now I'm worried she's going to break up with me because she's grounded. It just occurred to me that I look like a pedophile while I told that joke, so it really gives it a different coloring to it. Speaking of all that, I read a news article the other day, and it was about a woman, 45-year-old woman who looks like she's 12 years old. And it was like, this is what life is like for a 45-year-old who gets mistaken for a child all the time. And I was just thinking, like, you know, people say pedophilia is a disease. Well, this woman's the antidote. That's crazy. I mean, she could literally fuck any pedophile she wanted. Think about the power. That's stupid. I been doing a lot of grocery shopping without a mask because I'm bad. I'm just wearing a mask. I'm a bit of a grocery store regular. You know, frequent the haunts around town, Kroger's, because I don't drink anymore. You know, I don't go to bars. I go to grocery store. I'm kind of like the mayor of Kroger. All right, I walk in. The guys in the meat department, they give me a fun nickname. They're like, Buck, Ground Chuck, and then I high five all around. I say, hey, Karen, how the kiddos doing? All right. Who's working? Who's in the break room tonight? It's not Gary, is it? I hate the manager, Gary. He's such an asshole, right? Everybody hates Gary. He's always fucking up Kendra's schedule, you know? He's always telling me I can't hang out in the break room because I don't work there. It's like, hey, Gary, I checked the quarterly sales reports since I've been coming around here, and morale's way up. What do you do aside from fuck up schedules every other week, seemingly, all right? I put bread on your table. I hope you name your son Joe Jackson because that kid would be fucking shoeless without me, all right, and what I do around here. All right, so you appreciate me, Gary. I crunch the numbers and you can get fucked. That was a little rant I went on that nobody liked about Gary. And so I'm in the grocery store the other day, right? Shopping, you know, getting my wares. And some stranger comes up behind me, whispers in my ear, hey, lick your fingers. And I was like, excuse me? That's fun. I get to find out how I die today. What? And he's like, lick your fingers. It helps get the produce bags open easier so you can get the potatoes in. I'm like, hey, thanks for the hot fingertip that I didn't ask for, but I'm not holding a bag right now. Also, we are in the cereal aisle, so if you could get your weird fingerlings away from me lickety-split, I'd appreciate it. Okay? Your advice is finger licking bad. I go to the store. You guys know that from this bit. I go to the store a lot. And one of the perks to being a grocery store regular, free fonts on all my cakes. And I use that power to leave passive-aggressive notes to my roommate. So I got him a cake the other day. It said, hey, Lee, putting the dishes in the dishwasher is a real piece of cake. And I come home, and I find he's eaten a piece of my note cake and left a fork in the dish tank. Well, now we got new problems. But that's okay. I got friends in high places. Back to the bakery we go. All right, I get a new cake. This one's a horse's head. And it says, Lee, if you eat this cake, I'll fucking kill you. And then I put it in his bed. Solved one problem. But now I got ants. Now I got ants in my pants. What am I going to do? You know? I was getting some yogurt the other day, and a big frat bro comes up behind me, and he's like, hey, man, I don't want to sound like that or nothing, but is that yogurt any good? I was like, you don't want to sound like what? He's like, you know, a man asking another man about his yogurt. Like, I ain't like that, bro. Huh. I didn't even know that enjoying yogurt made you gay. But I just answered him the way I assumed a bro would answer another frat bro in that situation. I was like, bro, Hemeth, this yogurt's good. It tastes like pussy! Because I have been jonesing to scream, it tastes like pussy so much. Okay, just got the lights. The pedophile thing crushed. I will do this next joke. I'm going to close on this next joke, which I normally don't do because after a normal show, you walk out and you have to look at people in the eyes. So I don't do this joke very often, but I'm going to do it right now because I don't have to look at your faces and I can just slide out. Here we go. The reason I quit drinking is because or one of the worst side effects of not drinking that nobody tells you is you remember all your dreams. And I can't have that, you know? Like, I can't start the day remembering getting kicked out of my grandpa's funeral for sucking my sister's dick too loud. Oh, you're mad? Oh, it was my funeral. Why are you getting mad? It was my grandpa's funeral. I fucked it up. God damn it. And it was disgusting. I'm sorry. Thank you, guys.
You're Rudick, guys! All right, I believe she's back. Can you guys handle one more? My internet's unstable again. God damn it.
Yeah.
Can you guys handle one more?
Yeah.
All right. Your actual final comedian is a very good friend of mine. She's here from Cleveland, Ohio. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Santora!
Hello. Hi, everybody. What's going on, guys? I just had a full-blown panic attack for 40 minutes because I was positive I had the coronavirus. Is anyone else doing this? Oh my God, can you guys see me?
No.
I can't see anybody either, but you can hear me though?
Yeah.
Huh, that's fun. Hold on, let's try that. Are we back?
We hear you, we don't see you. What'd you do?
I didn't do anything. Maybe my fucking phone is the coronavirus. What the hell is happening? All right. If you guys, okay. I'm using a remote, and they're like, "Get a fucking job." All right, that's what it is. So I don't know if, and I'm only gonna tell you this because it's actually happening as we speak. So I'm a fucking moron, and I didn't feel well, and I didn't eat anything all day, and then I came home and I was like, I don't really feel that good, and I took my temperature, and it was like 99.5, which is not a ton to like freak out about, you know, that's not super high. But then immediately, because of everything that's going on, I'm like, oh, that's it. You're just going to die and you gave it to your mom and all your loved ones are dead. Like, that's exactly what happened because you wanted to go to Target today. So that's what you get. But that's how I feel. But then I completely forget about the fact that there's like 1,000 other things I did that can contribute to this. Like, I got severely sunburnt on Saturday. I laid in the sun for 5 hours with no protection on because I wanted to live out my Kenny Chesney dreams, and that's what I was doing. So I did. I went to Kentucky, and I laid out in an above-ground pool while listening to Luke Bryan because it's what Memorial Day is all about. Essentially, you need to stay the fuck off Google if you're not feeling well. Just stay off Google. It's not, you don't need it. Because guess what? All of the symptoms of coronavirus, well, not all of them, a lot of them, the same symptoms of just having a sunburn. So that's exciting. I'm so pale and like my shoulders are still, you see how red I still am? This doesn't matter. You see how red I still am? Like, I'm still super pink. I definitely haven't gotten over it. And I'm like, oh my God, I feel nauseous. Did I have diarrhea? What is it? I haven't pooped in 3 days. Is that the same as diarrhea? Like, as soon as I think I have coronavirus, all logic leaves my head. Okay. We can start now. I text Dwayne and I was like, I got to monitor this every 8 minutes. I'm taking my temperature. And I'm like, we'll be fine. Anyway, speaking of coronavirus, I know you guys aren't tired of it. Did you guys see all the people in the Ozarks fucking partying in the pools and shit? I don't know if anybody watched. Yes, did you watch the show Ozarks? You guys did? I love that fucking show. Okay, I finished it. I'm not a big binger, but I finished that show in like 8 days. I finished all 3 seasons, and that's too much. 30 hours of TV in 1 week is a lot.
That series, that's heavy.
I know. I couldn't sleep and shit. But what I did pick up, the thing that I picked up the most from that show is that now I'm just talking to everybody like I can't help it. Like I wish I could have showed up as Ruth and just screamed at all of those people in the pool and just been like, do you want to tell me just what the fuck you're doing here? You think you can just come out here during a global pandemic and you can just hang out in the pool? There's fucking Band-Aids and you're drinking out of a margarita glass? You really think that that's the shit you should be doing, you little fucktard? Like, I can't help it. Like, I cannot stop. You guys don't understand. I've never been good at impressions, but for whatever reason, Ruth just registered in my white trash brain and her and I connected on some level. Thank you. My cat will just be like laying on the couch and I'd be like, you should be studying because you're going to Mizzou. Like just yelling. Like unbelievable. Absolutely well. I'm trying to be a better person in all this, and which is annoying. I don't know what self-love means, guys. I don't know what self-love is. Okay, I have no idea what it means. Apparently to all my friends it's just bath bombs, I guess. I don't know. That's what self-love is to women in their 30s. Just use a bath bomb, I guess. I don't know. It's but to me, like, here's the thing is that you never use a bath bomb when you're on top, you know? Like, you never have a killer week where you, like, get promoted and then engaged and then use a bath bomb. Like, that's never how that goes, you know? No, you go on a Tinder date with a dude who wore a bandana and then you use a bath bomb. Basically, anyone using a bath bomb is one bad day away from swapping it out for a toaster. That's essentially what it is.
That's good.
Thank you. It's real. I love that I can hear you guys too. They're just like, that's good. I like depression. That's good. I'm trying to work out. I'm trying to get my shit together. It's not going great. Right before quarantine happened though, I was like, I'm gonna be like this new person. I'm gonna like do new things. And I went to the art museum and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it took me 30 years to go because I thought it cost money. I did think that. And I found out it was free and I was like, oh my God, I'm so cultured. Thank you. Where's my scarf? Thank you. Hi, do you see me? Hello. Yes, thank you. But I found out that Pablo Picasso, he's like one of the most influential painters of all time, right? He has, he like invented a few different styles of painting, which is wild to me. But every time he invented a style of painting, it lined up perfectly on the timeline of him going through a divorce. I love that fact. That is amazing. Think about that. Like the next time you're staring, admiring some cubism piece and you're just like, that was Picasso giving himself bangs. That's what that was. I wish I could have been his friend. I wish I could have been Picasso's friend who went and checked on him. You know what I mean? You know your buddy's going through a divorce. You just go to check. You're like, hey, man, how's it going? Everything been all right? I haven't heard from you in a while. And Picasso's like, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing real good. I'm getting really into my art. I'm getting really into my artwork, all right? You want to see my latest piece? I'm working on some cutting-edge shit, man. And he shows him, like, the first ever cubism piece. Friend's just trying to be nice. His friend's like, oh, boy. Ooh. Look, man, I know you miss her. This isn't art. Like, this is squares. Paolo's just like, it's fucking cubes, man. All right, you know Salvador Dali, I'm coming for that melting clock motherfucker. You just wait and see. I wish I handled a breakup that well. I don't handle breakups well. I won't like light your shit on fire, but I'm very self-destructive. Like the last breakup I went through, I gained 35 pounds and then I dyed my hair late for court red. You know the color. It's the same color hair as the girl in front of you in line at the DMV who has literally none of the right papers. You know that chick? Yeah. But they're just like, ma'am, this is an electric bill. Like if you could match your flip-flops next time, that'd probably help. I saw a picture of myself from that point in my life. It popped up on Facebook memories, which fuck Facebook memories, okay? It's never anything good. Like, hey, hi, remember this time in your life 3 years ago when you were in the deepest, darkest depression? Yeah, we thought you might want to see a picture of that. That's good, right? Yeah, look at that. 4 likes. This is pretty cool. Hey, but your aunt commented, be blessed. So, I took a screenshot of it and sent it to my sisters, and I was like, hey, guys, nobody wanted to say one goddamn word to me? Like, maybe nobody thought this was a cry for help? Nobody? And they were like, you told us you were living your best life, so we thought you were fine. Like, living my best life. That was Wendy's 4 for 4s and White Claw. That's all living my best life was. Just a strong, independent woman, you know, it's alcoholic soda water. That's all it is. Basically, the food and beverage industry found out that women were chasing their Xanax with LaCroix, and they were like, we can do that. We can, for sure. I always liked it because you're like a strong, like, I don't need a man. Yeah, until you're the 5th wheel of an amusement park. Yeah, then you need any man. Have you been there? You wait in a 2.5-hour long line, and then your couple friends get on the ride. The ride operator stops you. He's just like, we got a single rider over here. Any other single riders? No? No one else is working through some shit? All right, you're on your own, lady. Hot girl summer. That is it for me, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Woo!
All right, guys, give it for Mary Santora! All right, that's going to do for this edition of Cheap Date. Thank you all for joining me and all the comments you saw tonight. We had an absolute blast. I have another show to get to. Otherwise, we could party after this. Come back next week. I'll see you all next time. Bye!
Bye.